Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. This is a shot of whiskey, and hey, look at that. I'm making another video, and it's only been like, what, 2-3 days, something like that, since the last one I did. I am going to actually be responding to something that was used in a video on Undead Chronic's umpteenth channel. Poor guy's constantly having his stuff pulled down because YouTube can't handle the honest to God truth. Anyways, this is from Reddit. The title includes a term that, before looking at this, I had no idea what the hell it was. TIFU. Now, if you're like me and have no idea what that is, it stands for Today I Fucked Up. And boy, did he. TIFU, by helping ruin my son's life. Now, if you've seen my channel before, you know that I have a son. I am a proud father. So, this kind of hit me in more ways than one. My son has been in college since last fall. By the way, I don't remember if I mentioned this or not, but this was posted about 3 years ago. Last November, my 16-year-old stepdaughter... Okay. My 16-year-old stepdaughter brought up allegations that my son had abused her repeatedly for several years. I confronted my son, and he categorically denied it. But I knew that even though he was my son, I could not defend him for such an awful act. Okay, let's stop right there for a moment. I can understand the follower's stance if it happened. Not cool. I'd be pissed off at my son if he did that to anyone. Anyone. But, kid's denying it. You think that a man or anyone who is a parent would actually give a damn what their kid says when they're being accused of something so horrendous. Anyways, next paragraph. My wife and I reported him to the authorities. Crossing the road. My son was arrested in December. Ouch. And held in prison. For several weeks. What the hell? Whatever. For several weeks, I'll just go with that. Because I refused to provide him bail money. Thanks, Dad. He was eventually expelled from his Ivy League college. So, I know this is kind of weird. I don't know exactly what qualifies as an Ivy League school. As I understand it, there's only about a dozen or so. Like Harvard, Yale, I think Brown is one. So, he doesn't clarify which one, which is probably for the best, especially when you see what goes on later on in the story. But those are hard to get into. Even if you come from one of those privileged few families where at least one parent went to said school, makes a buttload of money, and is able to pay for everything on their own. Or, pay enough to get their kid into school. Something like that. It's still kind of tough to do. But, yeah, you completely screwed up your son's life because you didn't want to listen to him. At all. In the middle of January, third paragraph, by the way. In the middle of January, my stepdaughter broke down, and admitted she lied about everything. Women lie? No way! Never would have figured that out. Let's see here, where am I? Oh, there I am. She had actually been having sex with her boyfriend and was scared the news would reach us. How many here have heard stories kind of like that? I didn't want my parents to know I was having sex, so I claimed that I was raped. I didn't want my boyfriend to know I was cheating on him, so I claimed that I was raped. This is ridiculous. It needs to be made mandatory that girls know that this kind of shit is illegal and should be punished by the law. The charges were dismissed. Hooray. And my son was released immediately. But the damage was done. No shit. Fucking retard. You really think society's gonna forgive a male who was accused of sexually assaulting anyone? Fairy tale land, I swear. His first girlfriend from college ended things with him. I can't exactly blame her in that kind of a case, And to be honest, it's probably the only aspect of this where the dad did him a favor. The news spread about the allegations, and all his childhood friends have decided to just stay away from him, even though I called each and every one of them personally. Well, then I guess they really weren't good friends, were they? You see, if I had a friend back in my late teens, early 20s, who was accused of doing naughty stuff to his stepsister, there's a part of me that might understandably be a little grossed out about it. I'd probably even be pissed too. But, unlike these friends, I'd actually talk to my friend and be like, hey, did you actually do this to your stepsister? What the hell's going on? How much truth is there to this? But then again, unlike these blue pill panty wastes, probably never occurred to them. Probably never occurred to them that a woman could lie. Let's see here. I'm on the next paragraph. I have called the school, so Harvard, Brown, Yale, whichever one it is, and explained the situation. And even though they sympathized, that's why I think it's a good thing he didn't mention which university, because if they found out, oh, we understand that a woman lied about being sexually assaulted by one of our students, imagine the backlash that would have gotten, especially since this was written 3 years ago. Where was I? Oh yeah, even though they sympathized, they said he needed to reapply for the next school year and go through the administration process again. Okay, you know, that kind of makes sense. I'm not gonna lie, that does kind of make sense. But he's already got this mark. Plus, like I said earlier, it is so damn hard to get into a university of an Ivy League level. It's ridiculous. I kind of wonder what this guy was wanting to major in too. Wouldn't it be funny if he was trying to major in gender studies? Let's see here. My son is understandably furious at us. He has moved back home. Oh, well, he might have no other option. I mean, his life was literally fucked up by his jackass of a father. And refuses to talk to me at all. I mean, honestly, if I was like this, I would be ripping into my dad until I was blue in the face. I should have gotten a clipboard for this. It would have made things a lot easier. Hey, note for next time. Both my wife and I have apologized to him repeatedly. If he left it at that, I would have questioned his sincerity. But I will admit, these next couple of sentences, I think he may have a point. I think he does genuinely feel bad about being the worst father of the year. Maybe. What year? This would have been, what, 2016, 2017? Who knows? There was probably somebody worse than him, although I kind of doubt it. Here's where I think that he was sincere, at the very least, to let his son know, hey, I really fucked up. My opinion, it's not enough, but at least he's doing something. We have banned my stepdaughter from our home permanently. Fuck yeah. Now, remember, she's 16 years old. They didn't just, like, flat out kick her out of the house. She has been sent to live with her father in another state. Now, while this is not really the type of punishment that I think a woman who lies about being sexually assaulted should face, at the same time, she's a teenager. So hopefully, living with daddy, aka possibly the more responsible parent, certainly at the very least the one more likely to whoop her ass, metaphorically speaking, you know, maybe that will be good for her. Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. I don't know these people. Let's see here. My wife and I also agreed to completely disinherit her from our wills. Wills. Meaning both. Well, I mean, logically, everybody should have an individual will even if they are married. It just makes sense. The fact that they're both doing it, biological mommy doing this to biological daughter, maybe she means it too. I don't think I would care if I were in this guy's shoes, but at least it sounds to me like stepmommy does care. It has been a very painful situation. Probably not as painful as what your son went through when he was in prison. And yes, I do mean that in more ways than one, unfortunately. all of us started therapy. Why? I mean, I can understand the son seeking counseling. I don't know, therapy maybe, depending on their specialty. Daddy, you don't deserve therapy. You didn't do anything to warrant therapy. Counseling, maybe. Boot to the head would help you out too. The realization of how badly I ruined my son's life hit me when I picked up. It didn't even occur to him when he found out that his stepdaughter was a lying slut. It took place later, much later. Let's see here, where am I at? My son's life. No idea who the hell they were. My son's... I lost my place again. I kind of wish there was a pause button for this crap. Oh, here we go. Hit me when I picked up his first prescription of antidepressants today. Kind of makes me wonder, did he have these antidepressants before this incident happened? If so, I can kind of understand the father's perspective in that case. But if he's taking these because of what happened, it should have dawned on you before this happened. You should have figured it out before you picked up his Sadie pills. Oh yeah, I bawled my eyes out in my car. Bawled my eyes out in my car. I didn't believe my son. All right. This next line cracks me up. Not in the haha daddy's funny, but in the haha daddy's a lying piece of shit. He is the pride and joy of my life. Then why are you gonna believe a lying whore over your pride and joy? Okay, my son is my pride and joy. Some 16-year-old girl comes up to him when he's in college. I don't care who the hell she is. And she says, yeah, your son sexually assaulted me. And I'm going like, go away, you lying cunt. Don't even know who you are. Sounds like another reason, men, why we should not marry single women. Of course, we've already kind of figured that out because of the whole taking care of other people's kids. Oh, where the hell am I? Oh, yeah. He is outgoing. Was funny. Probably when the mood strikes him. Intelligent. Well, no shit. He's getting into an Ivy League school. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there are stupid people who do go. Wait a minute. Didn't AOC go to Ivy League school? Oh, no, wait. She went to Boston University. I don't think that one counts. At least it's I'm pretty sure that was the shirt she was wearing when she was doing that sexy dance that apparently Republicans don't like. Or whatever the hell she thought. But when I handed him his medication, I could not even recognize him. See, this is the part where, to me, it's like, holy shit, I might actually cry. I could not even recognize him. He locks himself in his room. I don't blame him for that. Does not eat properly. And has lost several pounds so far. Holy crap. Talk about depression kicking your ass, right? I mean, I kind of wish this was like 3 weeks ago. I would have actually gone on to Reddit, tried to find this guy. And I'll explain why. Because clearly this young man needs other men, actual men, not traitors like his father, to help him out. That's what the manosphere is supposed to be about, isn't it? Whenever I try talking to him, I just see the hate he has for me in his eyes. I'm a huge supporter in forgiving family members who've done you wrong, but for something like this, good luck. And it's gonna take time. In fact, give him some fucking space. If you really care about him so much, buy him a small place to live on his fucking own so he doesn't have to put up with your bullshit anymore. I don't know if I can ever get him to love me again. You know, as weird as this is gonna be, I think he still loves you. Crap dad of the year. Decade now, actually. Just because he's pissed off at you, I don't think that means he doesn't love you anymore. He sure as hell feels betrayed, though. There's no question about that. Except this is 3 years ago, so who knows? Maybe he has come to recover. Maybe he has come to reach forgiveness. But Here's the last little bit of it. I know he is on Reddit very often. T. Probably his first initial. If you are reading this, I want to tell you again how sorry your stepmom and I are. Don't do this shit on Reddit. You know, even if you know exactly what his name is, don't do this kind of crap on Reddit. It's one thing to vent your story, to share your story, and hopefully other people will learn. Don't call him out. Fucking hell. I promise I will get you into college again. I wonder if he did. Well, even if he does, who the hell cares? This is still on his record. He still has a social dogma. I know I can't get you back the year you lost or the innocence you've tainted, but I will do everything in my power to make this right. For one thing, don't believe women. Alright? I know they can tell the truth sometimes, but they can also lie. And you know why? They're human beings. We're all fucking liars. Don't just trust somebody's word because of what genitals they have, you fuckwit. You'd think that'd be obvious by now, but no. Let's see here. Everything I have has always been for you, except my wife's vagina and my stepdaughter, who I used to fap about when she was 13. Lying piece of crap. I hope you will give me a chance to fix this. And despite how much Daddy screwed up, despite how much I think he's a lying weasel, there is a part of me that hopes that there's gonna be a chance. I love you so much it hurts. I failed as a father, and I hope one day you will forgive me. The last line is a TLDR that paraphrases everything. I played a part in getting my own son getting falsely arrested and expelled. For? He doesn't say that part. Just ended at expelled. I think it's very important to emphasize the fact that he got arrested and expelled for a false sexual assault allegation. Absolutely. Okay, I just looked at what the time on this is. Holy crap. I was expecting this to be a lot faster. Apparently I ramble way the hell too much. Either that or the post was just longer than I realized. I don't know. But yeah, so anyways, I'm about ready to cross a dangerous street. It's one of the biggest intersections in the county that I'm in. I'm not going to talk on this while I'm crossing that intersection. That'd be done by now. Jesus Christ. Alright, so bottom line, I understand as a father that you want your kids to be the best that they can be. I understand that if you have more than one child, they are going to have conflicts. I know. I grew up with 3 sisters. I also understand they're going to lie to you. They're going to lie to you. Sometimes it'll be some pretty damn good lies. I have lied to my mom. It's been almost 20 years since I've been an adult. There's some things I've lied to her about. She still thinks it's true. Don't worry, they're nothing major. But it's like any dad who claims to love their child, and the same thing really applies to any mom, any parent who claims to love their child, that they're the pride and joy of their lives, should show it every damn second of their lives. He's your pride and joy? Maybe you should have thought of that when he was telling you, I did nothing of the sort to my stepsister. Maybe you should have had a family meeting about this situation. I don't know. Anyways, hopefully my next video won't be this long. I was thinking this would be like 10, maybe 15, but whatever. It's almost 20. I'm going to go ahead and end it before it gets to that point. I hope to have something out later on towards the end of this week. Until then, see you later, everyone.